have a two-layer system. Okay, so this is not only a one-layer system. A one-layer system gives you less chance. But when you have a two-layer system and you have some fluff like this was just some cotton fluff that was near the pond. You can use cattail fluff. It's a really awesome material. But this material here is excellent. So when we actually go, there's two ways to do it. You can actually put the ember inside, squeeze it like this, like a pancake. Squeeze it like this, sideways, see, like this, like holding like a bar, and blow on it. Or you can fold it in half again, and then fold it on top. What this does, it gives a lot, it becomes like a ball, so it becomes very thick. That actually protects, it insulates your hands from the heat, because as you know, it gets real hot in there. As it's coming hot to hotter and hotter temperature. This technique, where it's like more like a bar, you know, you may have to, it really depends. If you adjust it well, you can do it, but sometimes when you squeeze it like that, your fingers start burning on the top, and it will get real hot. So then if that does, you just transition into folding it again and creating a bigger.
When I tried doing that way, I always thought you were supposed to, like, you know, have airflow, but you always have it really tight packed.
Yeah, what you want is you want a lot of, so basically whenever you collect a tinderbundle, you want to make it huge, as big as possible. You know, so this is actually, you know, for a hand drill ember, which is going to be tiny, that's why I need this cotton in here, the lighter fluff, because that will help it, that will actually extend the ember. Okay, and that will help me go. But if I have something like char cloth, which I do always, that char cloth will easily light something like this, even without the little popping you have inside. It will easily light. Very, very easy to light, just with char cloth. Char cloth is cotton type material. So we have different types of cotton material here. Okay, this should be really part of everybody's fire kit.
Okay.
But this is just some prepared bird nest material. That's just made out of jute twine. That's just so I have a prepared bird nest. This is a
bird nest?
This is a bird nest.
Oh, okay.
So it's pre-prepared. Okay. And then here, in this cotton material, we have what is known as char cloth. And what that is simply cotton material, organic material, which is charred in this tin, put into the fire. And what you're doing, you're taking away one of the triangle angles of fire, right? You're taking away oxygen. So you have a combustion, and you have a fuel, which becomes, of course, this charred material, but you're taking away the oxygen. So it cannot actually combust because no oxygen. So what happens is it gets to the point of combustion, it carbonizes, and gets to the point of combustion, and so, but it will not combust because there's no air getting into this tin, right? When you put it in fire, right? And that's why it will become like this. So the easiest way to start with this is not to start with organic material. Like remember Shugi was practicing with organic material? That's a harder char to use. When you practice and you first begin, you want to use just regular cotton material, like this. This is much easier, and it catches embers very nicely. For example, and you also have something like this. This is also cotton material. As you can see, there's lamp. This is called lamp wick, and you can see it has a char on the end too. So you can hit this with a ferro rod. You can hit with ferro rod. You can also hit this with a sun magnifying glass, which is also should be part of your kit. It's called solar ignition, and you can light this, and then this is a char, and then you can actually stuff this in there. And what's nice about this is once you use it, you just put it out and use it again. So this is what's nice about this lamp wick. It's also organic material. But this is the char cloth material, right? There's different ways to use this. This is the flint stone. So anything that you hit, when you use char cloth, you need to use something that's harder than the steel. Because with the rock, actually, it looks like the rock is chipping off, but it's not true. The steel is being scraped off, and then as it's scraping off, it's spontaneously combusting. And that spark is what lands on this material, right? So when you hit like this, see that those little sparks? Those little sparks. Yeah. And these sparks go for about, they will go temperature to about 800 degrees, which is really not enough. So this char looks like it's a little old. And you know, it takes time to hit it sometimes. But see, as you can see, we start hitting that, right? So now it's starting to burn. Now if that's placed in the ember, right? And then we're gonna fold that ember, completely encase it inside, right? Completely encased. See how it's completely encased? Yeah. Okay. And all I want you guys to do is just gently blow on this. Take this around. Look at how it burns. You see that? See how it's steaming? Nice controlled burn. There it is. It's already going. Go ahead. You can see how it just lights up. And once you light this, you know, all you just turn it over. When you turn it upside down, then it starts eating. Right? It starts because it needs to breathe. Yeah. So you just let it breathe, and then it goes out. Okay. So charred cloth is really, that's why we need an Altoids tin. Okay, our tin, this was just another tin. But this is a great way to actually extend the life of your fires, because getting used to flint and steel, you can find stones in this area. You can find quartz. There's not a lot of flint in this area, but quartz will work. Quartz will work. Quartz will work. And also, and there's stones you can just test on your steels. And this is basically just a steel with a 90-degree spine, and you're scraping off that material. And having this, unlike a ferro rod, you know, a ferro rod wears down about 18,000 strikes, and it wears down, and it becomes, you know, a break. You can't use it anymore. But a steel, this thing will go forever. So if you get good with flint steel, it can be very, very reliable. You know, fire making source. However, with flint steel, of course, as you guys see, it's a different setup. You need to have like a big tinder bundle, right? So you need to have, with ferro rod, you can just hit birch bark, right? Or something, it has a 3,000 to 4,000 degree spark. Yeah. So you have a lot more energy, concentrated energy with the ferro rod. That's why it's the most reliable. That's why it's best to practice with that the most. Because the better you get with that, the more guaranteed you have fire. Right. And even though you have fire, you should always have a guaranteed way of fire. That's called surefire. So I have like this zombie eye. What is that? And basically what you do is you can stab it open, and you can pull out the cotton fibers in there, and it's all saturated in oil. Oils and kerosene, you know, different types of oils. And then it lights like a cotton ball, but this will light for about 6 minutes. Okay, so this is a guaranteed. When it gets really bad weather and it's inclement weather, when it's raining like crazy, you got to use this. You know, you don't mess around with the flint steel. Everything's going to be wet. You know what I mean? So with flint steel, it does take a totally different, you know, sort of preparation thinking, because you have to, every time you make a fire, you have to prepare the next one. So you always want to have like an extra tinder bundle. When you're traveling, you want, on this dry day, you prepare for the next fire by collecting more tinder bundle material, because the next day may be raining and you're not going to be able to get it, right? So it does change your mindset a little bit. You have to go a little bit more traditional, you know, into the past, you know. Yeah. And you have to, this type of technology existed after the steel was introduced. So that's like 2,000, maybe 3,000 years old, right? Yeah. Before then it's friction fire. Before then it's lightning fire. So after the lightning hits a tree, then that's where people would collect fire and keep that fire alive, going constantly. Right, so
that'd be so intense.
Yeah, so I mean, it really takes a whole nother level of thinking in terms of always like preparing, but it's a great way, and I think it's a great way to actually experience the ancient world. Yeah. With just like this kind of material, with just a steel and a stone, and you're basically making stone and steel fire. You know, even prior to friction fires, there's something called iron pyrite, which is two different types of stones, naturally occurring iron. Some parts of the world have it, and they look like stones, but they have little bits of iron in them, and if you hit them together, they create like a very small spark, like very, very tiny. You've done iron pyrite? Yeah, like Otzi the Iceman, who was like 4,000 years ago, had iron pyrite and then Amadou fungus. So that's like the tinder fungus that they use with the iron pyre. That creates about, I believe, a 200 degree spread. So it's even 100, 200 degrees. So it's not even that strong. It's super tight. Sometimes you can't see it. It's so small.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So those are interesting ways of fire, but it's kind of like the timeline of the history of fire. But fire, of course, becomes the critical agent for, you know, us having dominion over all the beasts of the earth, you know?
Yep.
It's really a critical agent.
They can't start a fire themselves.
Yeah. So I would definitely suggest, you know, get an Altoids tin or some kind of tin like this. So, and if you have like old t-shirts, old underwear, old things that are cotton, don't throw them away.
Ah, okay.
You know, bring them and burn them up in here. Make you a whole batch. You got a big can, like a tin, you can get an old underwear, old t-shirts, stuff it in there, and then burn them in the fire. You have tons of char material. Okay? And that's why, of course, we want a nice stainless steel bottle, because if you don't have this, your stainless steel bottle with a cup, which is right in my system right here, your stainless steel system becomes a char tin. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
It's a very adaptive way to use your equipment. Minimal gear, but you can do so many things with it if we're aware of what it can do. So, for example, with this kind of thing, you would, you know, it's just basically it is a 32 ounce, 1 liter, you know, water bottle, and it has a nesting cup. I'm sure you all know what that is.
Yeah.
And this is, you know, necessary for obviously boiling water, having 2 different containers, but really making medicinals too. When we do decoctions and we do different types of medicines, you need to have 2 containers to make medicines. You know? And also for food, you know, food preparation, to drink from one, and then also to eat from one if you're having soups or something like that. So having 2 containers doesn't really add any additional weight to your system or your kit. You see, like that. And then essentially in the fire, you could stuff this with old underwear, just like that. And you throw this in the tin, in the fire. And what we'll do, it will prevent any oxygen from combusting that fuel. And all that material will become charred. And you'll see if you fill it up like this, it'll go down to like that. Yeah. So this is really really important part of our kit. So that's why instead of having Nalgene bottles, if you're going to hold something, get you a nice stainless steel bottle with a nesting cup. You know, because it has so many other medicinal and also utility uses than you have with Nalgene bottles or stuff like that, plastic bottles and things like that. There's not really a lot of benefits of having plastic. But with stainless steel, because water is one of the critical elements you need in a wilderness environment, it becomes really essential. All right, so yeah, you can buy like flint and steel kits. Even I saw them selling them at what's that shop? REI in New Jersey. I saw one time. Or I don't believe Gander Mountain has them because they're more traditional. But you can order them online, or if you know how to do blacksmithing, you can just cut off an old file. That's carbon steel. It has to be carbon steel.
Oh yeah.
And cut off an old file, and you can actually have a file piece that will strike stone. And then it gives you so many different options in creating your fire kit. So with fire kit, we really should have 3 different ways to make fire all the time, as you can see in here. Also, I have this one here, which is simply a magnifying glass. And if you have an old binoculars, you can just pull them out. And this is, we have sun. We have sun. So this is what's nice about this lamp wick. What's fantastic about the lamp wick, that's probably not going to burn, is it? That don't look like it's going to burn. But what's nice about the lamp wick is that you have basically char material, char cloth, but you don't waste the whole thing. So you can put this in your tinder bundle as it lights, and we could probably hit it now. Let's try hitting this now with the sun. Oh, maybe not.
It's a little.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. Maybe not.
Huh?
Maybe. Maybe. Just trying to get onto that charred area.
Oh, this is.
Yeah. That's going.
Wow. Oh, dang.
That's definitely going, see? Oh yeah. Good. That's burning real nice. That's actually burning real nice. Really nice. Well, this way of solar ignition, it, you know, what's great about solar ignition, it doesn't destroy any resources. You know, ferro rods, flint and steel, all of them, they
Destroyed themselves.
yeah, they over time they wear out. But with solar ignition, as long as you have sun, now you have an ember. And this ember, of course, can be stuck into a tinder bundle. Like, look at those ferns right behind you. Let's grab some of those right there. See those ferns? Those
Yeah, those ones.
real, the
Those
older ones. See, everything has to be dead, right? Yeah, let's try it.
I always try starting fires with magnifying glass. I never knew how to. I only got it once, just because the grass and the wind. Yeah, it was really smoke.
Yeah, yeah.
I never understood the timber by that.
Yeah, yeah, the tinder ones are critical. Because of solar ignition, you can't get materials to go so well unless you have the base to catch it in, you know?
Yeah.
Let's just leave that there so don't lose it. See what's nice about this? See how it's burning? It's eating slow. So this whole char cloth then becomes char. Yeah, beautiful. See? Yeah. I'm gonna have you guys blowing, okay? Hold on. Scrunch it down even more. How's that? How you like that, boys?
Yeah.
Scrunch it down even more. Let me just see where it is. Okay. Come on here, guys. I'm gonna have you guys blow on this. See how we're smashing it? See how we're smashing it on top of that ember? See? Okay, go ahead. Who didn't blow on it last time? Oh, my finger got stuck. Go ahead, Rio, go ahead. There you go. Ah, good, good. Okay. David? Oh, yeah. Keep going. Keep going nice and steady. Beautiful. Keep going nice and steady. A little more. You got it. And once it goes, look, I can just take that out. See, now we got a nice, see that beauty?
Yeah.
And see how we turn it upside down? That lets it feed. It lets it feed on that the dead material.
Yeah.
Okay. And you just let it feed. And of course, with the fire also is, you know, once we have the tinder bundle, that's only the beginning, right?
Yeah.
We also want all the other elements, right? We want the kindling and all that stuff. So we're just going to supplicate it. Okay. So as we deplete the oxygen, now it's no more. But this lamp wick, we can hit a spark on it, or we can utilize it with solar ignition again. So this is why these kind of organic materials are excellent. So if you have old shirts, you have old ropes, don't throw them away.
Yeah.
They're all resources. Don't throw them away. You know what I'm saying? And people who live in the countryside got tons of those kind of resources. What's nice about these tinder bundles, if it's like mozzie, lots of mozzie situations, you can make multiple tinder bundles like this and then cover them with moss. Then what we'll do, it'll keep smoking, like smoldering. And with the smoldering, this will also push away the mozzies and the mosquitoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it'll keep away the mozzies. So this is why like a solar ignition system in your kit is a really, really great system for long-term wilderness survival, you know, and bushcraft. So it really is invaluable. So look, see, I got fire, I got flint and steel, I got ferro rod in this little pouch, I got ferro rod in here.
You got your solar.
I got flint and steel, yeah, I got solar. And I also have, you know, other ways of doing friction. But again, you never want to rely on friction. It's just too dang hard. As you can see, it is so
How's your eye?
unbelievably hard. That feels a little better first. Great. You know, but firecraft is really one of the real important crafts. And you know, the more comfortable you get with firecraft, the better. Because when you guys have kids too, you know, you got to teach them these, you know, teach them how to make fires and do this kind of is very healthy. That's how God intended. So having a nice fire system with 3 different types of fire making, you know, and of course on your person, always carry a lighter. I always carry a lighter. You know, like in a bad situation, you want to use the easiest thing. So if you're in a real situation, just use your dang lighter. get you some sticks and you get your lighter, you know.
Mhm.
But there are times where it's wet, where it's moist, it doesn't work, right? And your lighters cannot go.
Mhm.
Your lighter doesn't go if it's moist and stuff like that. If you get it soaking wet, let me show you. Anybody got a water bottle? Okay, I do. Let me dump it in my water bottle. Let me show you. So once a lighter, this is why we don't rely on lighters too. We want to have a ferro rod on us. So like that's why the ferro rods that you guys got, it has a little loop on it. You tie it to your person.
Yeah.
Like I have it always to my belt. So see that? That's tied to my ferro rod.
Yeah.
But check this out. Once this lighter goes in there, right, or it gets drenched. Once it goes in there, and it gets drenched, it doesn't go. No, not so well, right?
It was blind.
Doesn't go. See how it doesn't go?
Amazing.
Yeah.
See how it doesn't go?
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't
Now
go.
it's now that's soaked up.
If you want to dry it out fast,
Yeah.
roll it.
Yep.
Roll on your leg. If this is all you got, roll on your leg. No, see, this is why you can't really relax. See that?
No, I should be fine. The ferro rod usually pretty well.
Yeah, it's a tiny ferro rod, but
Yeah.
you can still get it.
Yeah.
This way, okay, proper way. There it goes, there it goes. See, again, see how dead that is? Just because it got dunked. So if you got in a canoe, your light's out. Can't rely on it. If it's wet, if it's rainy and you drop this in a puddle, and this is all you have, how you gonna make fire? You're in trouble. That's why we want to get good at the ferro rod. See? Once that water got in there, look, no go. Even I'm behind it, I'm blocking the wind, see that? So no go, see? And even though I try to dry it on my leg, it doesn't work. And these are quite good conditions. Right? So we really don't want to rely on lighters, but it's good to have. Once it dries out, it'll work again. You know, so that's why you have multiple ferro rods on you. One here. I have another one in this pouch. I have one in my pants. All the time. I have actually one tiny one in my Leatherman kit. You know, so you're gonna always have fire. And so at any time on my body, when I don't even have my Bushcraft belt on, I have one in my Leatherman, tiny one, and I have a big one in my pocket. So I have two ferro rods on me, and of course multiple knives, and sometimes a gun. You know?
You never know.
You know, so it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like also like it's kind of like martial arts. You know, you practice. You don't want to, you know, hopefully you don't have to use it, but you know you have some defense to be able to defend yourself, right? It's the same kind of way. When you're outside, you hope you never have to use it, but if you have to be in some type of dangerous environment, which being outdoors is, you know, if you have no ability or equipment and you don't know how to use those things, you can die very easily under bullets. You know, but you want to be prepared for it, just like martial artists would be prepared for a fight. Right? It's that kind of mentality. But this type of material, anything that's dead, and you can see, that's flaky like this, any of this material will go. You know, even dried leaves will go. They're going to be wetter than this stuff because this stuff is in the air, and that convective breeze is drying them out, right? So these are the kind of things we can work with. This fern is actually very good, very nice. And as you can see, this goldenrod here.
Yeah.
That stuff's flammable, kind of, right?
Yeah, this is a flash tinder.
The flash.
So as you see here, let's light it.
What was it? Milkweed that it's a
Yeah.
flash tender too.
Yeah, cattail too. Flash.
Yeah.
Who's got a ferro rod?
I do.
All right, who wants to hit it? All right, so I'm going to have you guys play with some of this stuff, and let's get a whole bunch of this too, and let's hit that with a ferro rod too. And one guy here who's not doing that, get you some leaf bundle, and let's try to hit that. Okay. Look at all the gold. We got tons up here. Look at this. We got tons. Up
Everywhere.
here. Tons of gold in there. All right, let's see if you can hit that, Shugi. All right, Shugi's now on the ferns with the spare rod. He's deep in there. He's very deep in there. That's a smolder.
Oh, went out.
It went out.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got some smoldering. It goes out quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It goes out real quick. See, we can't get any flame on that. Ooh, you had flame. You got flame. Turn it. Yeah, turn it.
Oh.
Turn it. Hey, good job, man. You got it, see?
Hot,
It can be done, right? All right, nice, man. See?
Ha.
You did get it done. You did get it done. Nice job, Shugi. Fist. Nice, man. Nice job with just a ferro rod. Very nice. All right. Clark, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's see you hit it, man. Okay, hold on. Oh, there you go. Okay. Clark is there. Okay, try to turn that. Like first, start at a 90 degree, perfectly 90 degree. There you go, and then turn it a little forward
Huh.
to 80 to 85. And then let's see it. Aha, you hear that sound? That's a proper sound. You want to hear. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Oh yeah, don't. Okay, turn it. Let it eat, right? So turn it so it eats. Aha, there you go. Great job, man. Ooh, that's pretty good. Good job. All right, there you go. Nice job. Sweet. It's just fun doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, David, you ready?
Parents would be not so shocked. Yeah, these ferns give you like massive splinters.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we don't want to open up the skin any more than it is. So let's just try to take out the tweezers. That's a nice thing having like a small little Swiss Army knife on you all the time.
Yeah.
Like this. And there's like
The little tweezers on it, yeah.
Man, battery
over
only
here,
5%.
So just in case you drop it, I'll be able to find it.
Really?
Like 30%.
All right, Rio, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get you again. Okay, yeah, why don't you do it over here on this rock? Alright. And then also get aware of how to use the leaves too. So what you can do is you can surround this up here with leaves. You know, so you can get a feel of how the leaves going too. That's okay. Well, you want to try this? Well, let's try this first, and then we can play with the leaves. Okay. So with the ferrite, you start at a 90 and then turn it forward to 80, 85. That gives you the most friction. A lot of people do it like a 40 degree and 30 degree. They got no friction. There's no power. 90 and then turn it forward into like 80, 85. Focus. There we go. All right, we're trying again. This time we brought some nice fern. Ooh. I hear some nice sounds. That's a nice sounding ferro rod right there. You should be able to get flame. Smolder. Well, it's smoldering, but you do need flame. You see how a grip really helps on that?
Yeah.
That is hard to use. There you go. We'll go home for that. Look at it. Almost had it. Almost had it. Don't worry about it. It's all really a mind game too, you know. Stay nice, patient. You keep your breathing control, you know. Oh, you had a flame. See that?
Yeah.
You had a tiny flame. Yay!
Flip.
Turn it, let it breathe, let it eat, let it eat, let it eat.
Turn it upside down. Turn it.
See if you can blow it in the flame. Good, yeah, it's definitely smoking. Hey,
That one with your hand.
there you go. Hey. All right, man, that's good. Looks that smoke look good. Ooh, that smoke looks very good. Very good. That's gonna go.
It's like,
Hey,
so
well,
thick.
there you go. You got
Like
it. You
grabbing
got it.
clouds.
Turn it upside down. Yeah, let it eat. There you go. Let it eat. Nice. Woo! Good job, Rio. Nice job. Nice job, man. See, you use those skills right now. Learn them and use them. Nice job, man. Good job. Awesome. I like that. I like how you lost the flame, but you used the ember and you keep working with it. Good job. Nice job. Sweet. All right, Dave, you ready? You got your tricks? Let me just get him in the dirt a little bit. Yeah. And then, yeah, you can get your stuff ready.
Yeah, you should put the sharks back too.
Did you get it out? The tweezer?
I did.
Okay, good. Nice, nice. That's tethered to something in my pocket. Oh, this is camel color, right?
Yeah.
So I'll drop this. When I'm fishing, I actually have a long string on this. I wrap it around my neck so I can leave the scissors open while I'm fishing. So the whole kit is developed, you know, to be useful, but not to lose any of your tools.
Yeah.
You really got to take care of your tools, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, man. Oh, hold on 1 second.
Me too.
Yeah. All right, this is David. All right, man. Let's try it. Let's hit it. Now, you're trying to use a precision method?
Somewhat.
Try to use the, let's get used to using the whole rod first and then move to precision because although that, it's just easier to do that, especially with natural material. Oh, you had a flame. You had a flame. Oh, you do have flame. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, hey. Yeah, let it eat. Sandwich it, let it eat.
Oh, he just sat down there. That's what
There
I
you
was
go.
going on.
Nice. There you go. All right, yeah, that looks pretty good. There you go. Oh, that smoke looks real good. That looks real good, that smoke. That looks real good.
There you go.
Hey, hey,
It's
hey,
turned.
there you go.
Turn it upside
All right, turn it upside down, let it eat. Nice job, man. Good job.
How you start a
Good job. Oh, watch your knife.
Hold it.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah, see, you were scraping all that material,
Yeah, I got in
and
there.
eventually it started sparking, right?
Basically.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Nice, nice.
Oh, you got a bigger ferro rod. More.
You know, that precision method, it does save your ferro rod, but get used to the.
I do like the long method. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you have a lot more chance doing that. With the precision method, you actually need a good quality ferro rod.
Mm.
Like this one, what is that, Coleman's?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a hard ferro rod. So this does not produce. It's not a soft ferrocerium rod. So it's
more
almost
steel than
impossible to
ferro.
use it with the precision method. But the pump or the pull, using the whole length will be better. Yeah. Good job, man. Nice job. Are you guys ready to try the what is it? The leaves? Let's see if somebody can hit the leaves.
Yeah.